Just this past week, AEW has been making some major announcements on social media in regards to AEW on TNT, and in today's video, we are going to talk all about it. Welcome back to Destination Pro Wrestling, guys. My name is Ango, and as always, you guys can follow me on Twitter at Tango with Ango. Took a little bit of a break, feeling good, feeling refreshed, trying to up the quality, all that good stuff. But who cares about me? We're going to talk about AEW because that seems to be the most important thing going on in pro wrestling right now. WWE is going through some stuff. They're trying to get on the rebound. AEW is just making moves. They're making announcements, and some of these announcements are truly big. Some of them are pretty small, but these announcements are very, very important to the wrestling business because right now, pro wrestling needs some change. And guys, we've been talking about a women's revolution for a very long time, so we're going to talk about how AEW plans to make pro wrestling very big with the female stars that they have on the roster. But first, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Tango with Tango, and of course, don't forget to click that subscribe button, ring the bell. This way you get notified on all the latest content right here on Destination Pro Wrestling. Guys, if you want to read more about this news, go ahead and click the link in the description, destinationpw.com. All right, so let's just talk about it. What is going on? Well, first, you guys saw the little screen grab in the beginning of the video. AEW is starting to announce some things happening on the first ever episode of AEW on TNT. And this is very huge because we know the debut episode is happening at the Capital One Arena that is taking place in Washington, D.C., October 2nd, the same week that WWE SmackDown actually makes its debut for Fox. And that is really, really interesting because that week is going to be loaded with pro wrestling. At this point, I'm hoping Impact Wrestling starts to drop some bombs when it comes to their TV deal because there's a lot of rumors with Impact as well. That would be a great week for pro wrestling if Impact can debut elsewhere. But AEW has already announced that Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara will be taking place on the debut episode, which I think is an amazing thing. I'm a really big fan of Sammy Guevara, and I've had some conversations with him. He is somebody that is going to bring some incredible stuff to AEW on TNT. And on top of that, he's going to be going against Cody Rhodes, which I think Cody, being the top guy that he is, one of my biggest worries was that maybe we would just see him kind of do the elite thing. But it's very clear. It's clear as day that right now Cody might be giving the rub to Sammy. I really hope, obviously wins and losses matter. I really hope AEW really starts to build Sammy Guevara up, obviously with some character development and things like that. He has a lot of potential. We've already seen it thus far. So AEW has officially announced Cody versus Sammy Guevara, and they've announced two more things, which three more, and I think these things are really incredible. Chris Jericho and two mystery partners will be taking on the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Guys, there's going to be a video on this topic as well because there's a lot of news, things that you guys may not know just yet, but we got the scoops, we got the news, we got all the good stuff. So that's going to be in another video, but that match will be happening, more than likely going to be the main event. At this point, a lot of people get tired of the 6-man tag matches in WWE. I don't personally have an issue with WWE doing it, and I have no issue with AEW doing it. So this is probably more than likely going to be the main event. However, we also know that Jon Moxley will be appearing live. So for anybody who's having, those CM Punk rumors and, he might be on TNT on the debut episode, Jon Moxley versus CM Punk could be very interesting, but we do know for a fact that Jon Moxley will be appearing live. I think this is going to be a situation where he cuts a promo. AEW obviously has something very, very big planned with Jon Moxley on TV, and I personally think it's going to be something to do with Hangman Page, because I don't personally see Hangman Page being the world champion on the first episode. But what do we know? TNT TV deal, very big stuff. But guys, the one thing that you guys actually were interested about when you clicked on this video was not any of the other information we've already seen. We got to talk about the AEW New Championship Belt, because on AEW on TNT, October 2nd, there will be a women's championship match. That's right. It is the Women's World Championship match that will be taking place, and we have our first image that we will throw on the screen here. And as you guys could tell, there is something very cool about this look. There's something very vintage about this look, and I think this is incredible for AEW. And honestly, I'm actually really excited that they're taking this approach with their belts. I feel like there's some sort of prestigious look. I think it's going to look really good. And guys, I'm just pumped. I'm excited. Honestly, like, there's a lot of things about AEW that might not go right. There's going to be growing pains, but we're finally getting another quality TV product. And, you know, WWE seems to be finding themselves again, which is great for them. AEW is going to be the alternative. I think this is a really good start for AEW, especially with this belt. I think it really shows that AEW has a sportsman-like feel, that having that presentation is just so incredibly important. But now we know that AEW's belts are just, they don't look like toys. They look like prestigious items that people really want. They feel like an actual reward. I think, you know, even without seeing all the true detail to this belt, I think already by looking at the World Championship belt and looking at the outline and design of this belt, you could pretty much see it. You could tell this is going to be a banger. This is going to be a belt that's really exciting. And honestly, with WWE 2K20 coming out, you know, the community creations in that game will be amazing. So obviously having the ability to use AEW characters and belts and arenas and things like that, it should be very cool going into WWE 2K20, which really quick, just making a quick note, I've seen a lot of you guys ask if I was going to do some WWE 2K20 stuff. Obviously, I have a great relationship with WWE games and 2K. If you guys want more of that stuff, just like I did last year, let me know. That's just a little side note. Put it in the comments if you guys want some WWE 2K. And don't forget, there's also some rumors about an AEW video game, and we actually have some information on this. So, yeah, again, if I'm going to do 2K20, I'm probably going to do some AEW video game stuff and, pretty much everything else, Fire Pro, whatever. So back to the news, right? So AEW Women's Championship will be taking place on the debut episode, which me personally, if you are AEW, I do think this could be your main event. This is really going to be interesting, though, whether AEW has the 6-man tag match or the women's match main eventing the show. But either way that you go, I think the Women's Championship would definitely be a huge statement, especially because WWE has been bragging about this women's revolution. And as you guys know, if you guys look at the community tab on my channel, you guys know that I recently dropped the news that Tenille Dashwood, aka Emma from WWE and NXT, who was in Ring of Honor, had no plans for her in that company. She just recently signed with Impact Wrestling. So, you know, WWE talks a lot about this women's revolution, but AEW right now, I don't know what it is that they have in their company as far as like TV. Like, we don't know what's planned for TV, but we do know that something special is on its way. And with this women's championship match, I want to know who you guys see in that championship match. Me personally, I do think AEW is going to have Britt Baker versus Hikaru Shida. I think that is going to be the match for the women's championship. I really like the idea of Britt Baker winning the championship despite her botch at Fight for the Fallen. But I do want to see one of the girls from Stardom. You know, I'm starting to become a little bit more familiar with that product, and I think that's going to be a really cool thing for AEW. They got something different from WWE. So the whole women's revolution, all that stuff, guys, we know that AEW has something planned. That belt looks seriously good, and I'm honestly all for it. Guys, last few minutes of the video, I want to talk to you about Destination Pro Wrestling. I don't do too many update videos or anything like that, but I did want to talk to you guys about Destination Pro Wrestling. Hopefully the quality looks better. I'm just working on getting more content. I finally got internet at the house that is fast, nice, crispy. Uploads, there's more uploads coming up. There's a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and I'm going to try my best to get you guys more content, more information. I do have a website, destinationpw.com. There's a newsletter. If you guys go ahead and click that newsletter, sign up, you guys will get notified on all the latest videos. And then, of course, here on the channel, we are making some changes to the DPW champions. So I know there's quite a few people who have already paid monthly to support the channel. Guys, we're going to hook you up with some new perks, and there's going to be different tiers. So I want you guys to know that every video from now on, I'm going to try to keep a little bit of an update at the end of the video just to kind of keep you informed with what's going on with the channel. And of course, don't forget, guys, today's question of the day. Did you guys want to see WWE 2K20 coverage? Did you guys want to see some video game coverage in general? Obviously, rumors of an AEW video game, New Japan. Then, of course, there's Fire Pro, which I do have it on my PC, so that's pretty cool, too. I actually enjoy Fire Pro. I enjoy playing the games. I enjoy doing the coverage, but right now, you guys seem to love the AEW and WWE video stuff. So, of course, and don't forget, we got some more information with Impact and Ring of Honor. We're going to do some cool stuff on this channel, guys, live content. There's just so much that could be done, and that's what's really exciting to me, because I'm finally in a situation where I could do it, and I'm going to hook you guys up. Live content is coming to the channel. Stay peeled. Community tab is where all the updates go. Guys, my name is Aew. New Women's Championship. Lots of stuff happening with AEW. Stay tuned. We got some more news. I'll see you guys next time.
You have reached your destination.